gentleman told me years ago, Lou, if you're going to get into this, your skin got to be tough as an alligator because you going to get cut, stomped, walked on, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, yeah, I got this. And oh my God, was he right? Was he right? Definitely, it's definitely hard. Management story, managing, rap artists, sometimes it's like, I ain't gonna even lie, it's like babysitting.
Okay.
It's like, they're your kids almost, pretty much, and hip hop artists and whatnot. So I managed, like I said, a few of them, and it's hard, trying to get them to understand what it is that you're trying to do and, bring to the table. And hey, you have to follow, this sort of path, these guidelines to try to get us to this level of success. And when it's not being, really listened to or implemented, it's hard. And like you said before, the personalities, like, it's a lot of you got to be a strong person because you deal with a lot of different personalities. You got to know how to deal with conflict and turmoil, all that. So yeah.
Any dragging thoughts out of rappers' beds and, hey, you need to get to the gig. You can't.
Oh yeah, it's been plenty of that. I've had some artists to where I put money in on slots, and didn't make it. So then, forfeit it, so now the company money is gone down the tubes because they didn't make it, for whatever reason, or not wanting to put in. We're not a big management company like that. So, we expect, at the time our artists to, to contribute as well. But, some of them really thought they were already there and they wasn't. That's big, that's a big thing too. Sometimes the head gets way big before you not even scratching or dropping even a drop in the bucket, before you got this big old attitude, ego. Yes, thank you. That you are a star and you're not even there yet. Like, who are you? Type of a thing. And so it was a lot of that.
Yeah, it's like, what's your bank account look like?
Yeah.
You talking, but what's your bank account
What's your
look like?
bank account? Not wanting to pay management, to help, but wanting management to pay, because there's a lot that goes into it, from photo shoots to, wardrobe to, booking the facility if we're out of town, you know what I'm saying? Hotel rooms, eat food, all that and the other. So, when you're putting all that in as a manager, on the strength of believing in somebody else and helping somebody else to get, to where they're trying to get to with their vision, their goal, but they're not doing their part, it becomes tiring, it becomes frustrating, and you get tired.
Yeah.
So
it almost the biggest word that comes to my mind is like maturity. The maturity
Exactly.
is lacking, and it's like, it almost seems like you might have to give like a pre-test to people from now on. It's like, hey, do you meet these qualifications, and can you meet these qualifications?
Right.
And you know how like some jobs will do like a probationary period? Maybe you might have to start doing that. Hey, if you guys can't if you guys can't pass the probationary period, you might just have to X out because my time and my money is special. And if you don't respect the time and the special and the work,
value my time, because you can't get back.
That part.
Cannot get it back.
You can get anything back. You can get money back, but you can't get time back. We were teenagers once, but can't be teenagers again.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a business at the end of the day. You know 100%. What I'm saying? So a lot of times they don't realize, okay, you're the artist, and the artistry, they don't want to just focus on, let me go in the studio, let me lay it down, and let me perform. But it's more. It's so much more into, on the back end. So it's a business, and you have to treat it as such.